I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it. So be it. I'll say what I want to say.
What's up, guys? It's been a long time since I hit record. Got my new DJI Pocket 3 here. I'm testing out these new DJI mics. These are the minis. Let me know how it sounds, if it sounds better. As you can see, I am at the dealership right now, about to get bent over with no lube. Long story, I'll jump into that. So I wanted to give you a quick update. I really apologize for not uploading like a short or a video of where I've been the last 10 months, but a lot of crazy stuff happened and a lot has changed. So after I had those 3 cornea transplants in this right eye here, last month, I had 8 stitches removed, and then last week I had the other 8 removed. That's going good. But right after that happened, I herniated 2 discs in my lower back. I couldn't sit in a chair for months. It was agonizing pain every single day. Thank God I'm back in the gym. I'm doing physical therapy. Things are going good. It's springtime. The weather's getting better. I have a body kit and some carbon fiber side mirrors. Maybe I'll do a little content on that. Right now I'm kind of covering a story on my Tesla because I'm having a really weird issue. But yeah, guys, like things got crazy. I ended up losing my job a week before Thanksgiving. I'm in college right now. It's crazy, man. Working to finish my bachelor's degree. I know I hyped up that Illinois stinger meet and then I didn't make it. In case you were wondering, that's why. I literally couldn't sit in the car to drive that far. It was just a nightmare. But I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how things are going. Do you still have your Stinger? Do you have a new build? Do you have a fast car? Did you get a Tesla? I just want to know how you guys are doing, man. A lot of you guys have stuck with me through everything, and you said you would watch any video I post. That means a lot to me. So yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys and see how you're doing. It's a windy day. I hope my new DJI microphone is canceling this wind out. Not a very fun day for me because, like I said, I am at the Tesla dealership. This is my first experience with service on a Tesla. I have owned this car for 1 year now. No issues other than 3 sets of rear tires. That's it. No issues. It's been super cheap to drive. I average about $40 a month for fuel or electricity. I never hit the brakes because it's always regenerating, and it's just been an awesome car. It's fun, it's quick. I love the technology, it's great. But there are a couple downfalls to Teslas. Teslas are very, very expensive to service. Think Audi, BMW, Mercedes, as well as insurance. When I first got my Tesla, I started pricing out the difference on insurance for the, Model 3 Performance, the dual motor or standard. And honestly, they're all within the same range. Insurance companies look at them as a Porsche when I was on the phone. And the national average was $340 a month for insurance on a Tesla. That's ridiculous. Now, mine's a 2021. It was $240 a month. And I started shopping around, and thank God I did that because I got it down to $145 a month right now. Now, part of that is because I don't have any DUIs or accidents or speeding tickets in the last 10 years. So that helps, but still, it's pricey. Also, the most expensive thing that could ever go wrong with a Tesla would be the drive motor or the battery. Thankfully, those are covered under warranty up to 120,000 miles or 100,000 miles if you have the single motor rear-wheel drive version. But today I am here because I am having a very strange issue, unfortunately. I said earlier that I had gone through 3 sets of tires. The first set was my fault because when I got the car, it had these like cheap China tires and I wanted to just burn through them, so I floored it everywhere. It made sense. The second time they went bald, it took about, 5,000 miles, which seems crazy. And that's like a mix of flooring it and being conservative. It's just instant torque. A few months ago, I noticed if I am driving in the rain, the little black tar lines on the road? Well, at around 45 to 50 miles an hour, if I am on a straight road and there's those little black tar lines, the rear end just starts kind of like feeling like it's going to kick out. It feels very unstable and just very unsettling. It seems like a safety issue. I started just like getting on Reddit and talking to AI about this issue to see if I could find anything. And I'm not seeing a whole lot. I did find out though that the Model 3s are kind of notorious for control arms and bushings and some suspension issues and alignment issues. But generally alignment issues are gonna be like, you know, camber toe, it's gonna be bald on the inside or the outside. And I'm not having that, it's even wear. If you've never driven a Tesla, guys, it is an awesome experience. The technology, just everything about them is amazing. Recently, I just got these 20-inch Model 3 performance wheels. I think they look absolutely gorgeous, and I got them for a steal. And they came wrapped with OEM tires, Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss, with only 400 miles on them. 4Ss are pretty much worthless if it's 50 degrees or less, because they kind of start turning into hockey pucks. And if you floor them, they are just known to get just shred if it's cold out. They're meant for summer. It's a summer performance tire, and they do wonderful with traction in that climate. So these tires have only been on my car for 2 months, maybe 1,000 miles. I've been babying them and they are already bald. So now I'm like, okay, I can't afford to just keep buying new tires, especially Michelin Pilot Sports 4Ss. One cool thing about the Tesla, guys, is if you need to service them, everything is done through the app. You can start texting people your symptoms and issues you're having. They sent me an estimate. There's some rear suspension components and a lot of labor. It's like 360 bucks in parts, but the labor is like 800. So it's like right around $1,100 for this estimate. We'll see. Okay, so only Tesla has the software to calibrate these cameras and do all of the work that's associated with this issue. So I can't really do a DIY, unfortunately, this time. Like I said earlier, guys, the most expensive thing that could happen is the drive motor or the battery. And that's not a concern of mine because it's under warranty. We're talking suspension, man. It's got 75,000 miles. Rear struts, control arms, bushings, alignment, tires. This can easily get out of control because Teslas are very expensive to work on. Heads up if you are considering. All right, guys, so I just got the message from Tesla that my car is ready. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I wanna see the before and after tolerances and the specs of like the alignment and stuff. Looking here, says service complete. We click on that, pay invoice. So if we go here, it shows what's due, service summary. Then it says verified concern, found right rear tabs for toe eccentric bolt were bent, causing the rear toe to be well out of spec. Adjust the tabs for proper fitment and align vehicle to factory specs. So that, I think, guys, is from one time I backed in this parking spot and on the right side of me was like a curb that came out. I was at Chipotle, I was eating, I wasn't paying attention when I left, did the like that. I pulled a woman move.
Are you kidding me? You almost hit me!
And I think that's probably what did it, because I did that last summer and I've only had the car since last April. So that kind of makes sense, and I think that's what it is. He said, hey Nick, I should have a printout of the before and after for your review inside the vehicle. So when I go to pick it up, I'll take a look at that guy. They said they fixed it and they're charging me $600. It better be fixed. I think I'm gonna research some good EV tires because those Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss just went way too quick. All right, so here's a spot where it was acting really weird all through here. Oh yeah, it's fixed. Oh yes. Yes, dude, I'm so happy, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I'm not going to pretend to know about alignments. If any of you do alignments and are watching, comment below. That looks horrible. I have the specs I have never seen. I mean, I've seen alignment specs before and after, and I've never seen one that bad. That is crazy. I can't believe how out of whack that was. And that had to have been affecting my range. You guys have no idea how happy I am that this issue is resolved, because with the cameras and the way it was acting and behaving at high speeds on the interstate, driving fast, just hitting a little bump, it would just do this like micro jitter. It was just acting so bizarre. And then the rain, it was the worst. I was about to dump the car. So I'm just thrilled that there's nothing wrong with like the camera system and sensors and all of that, because that could have got really expensive. All right, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in to this video. I had a blast with my new editing software. Unfortunately, I got this horrible sinus infection where I lost my smell and my taste for the last few days, so it's really slowed me down, but I'm gonna go back to the gym today. Thankfully, I don't have a fever or COVID or anything, but just so you guys know, the Kia Stinger content will be still coming. I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna have some back-end flash running E60 from a guy named Ed out in Ohio. I think we have June 7th right now, tentatively on the weekend, set for Draggy University content. So he is super cool for coming out. Then we have Tony with his Logic final revisions. Unfortunately, Logic's not really responding like he used to. He's taken a while. He's supposed to have already shipped them out, haven't heard from him, so I don't know. Logic, come on, let's go. And then Ethan sent me a clip of his Stinger just a few weeks ago running an 11.1, dude. That is almost at 10s. He said he's going to build the cylinder heads up and aim for 10s. That will be some pretty cool content. But the Tesla, if you guys are wondering why I am modifying, I had a feeling someone was walking up on me. Oh yeah, Tesla. So if you guys are wondering why I'm modifying my Tesla, the main reason I got a Tesla, guys, was to replace my 2012 Toyota Camry for my daily driver because, you know, the Audi was just so crazy. I just wanted the cheapest, no car payment, like low cost ownership sort of a situation. And I got a super cheap Tesla. The only reason I'm modifying it is, in a way, I'm protesting for Tesla because I support Elon Musk, and this whole cancel, you know, Elon and conservatives just kind of pisses me off. So, you know, that's my way of protesting, I guess, slash I love to modify cars. I don't know. But some of you have asked me to make Tesla videos because you're considering getting one for your daily driver. Tesla remains to be the #1 selling EV in the world, despite all the political BS and, you know, little drop in sales here because of that. It's all temporary, guys. I mean, the technology is the best out of any EV out there, for sure. So, I don't know. That's just where I'm at right now with it. So that's why I'm doing this. Plus, it gives me something to practice my edits with.